What are the most important aspects of your culture that help you attract and retain agents at the highest level? In today's episode, we're going to be dissecting culture and talk about the actionables you can take today to help enhance office culture to both attract and retain top talent in your marketplace. Hi, I'm Jeff Cohn, host of the Team Building Podcast, where we interview top team leaders, broker owners, and thought leaders from across the country. Today, I'm running a solo episode speaking specifically to office culture. We're going to be talking about the best strategies to not only attract top talent, but also retain top talent in your marketplace when it applies to company culture. I've talked a lot about the DISC test and how people are divided into four main categories, D-I-S-C. You want to ensure that your company culture is going to attract and retain agents across all four of these specific qualities. First and foremost, we find that any team nationally and or brokerage that runs a weekly meeting always has the strongest culture. Communication is key. Inspecting what you expect or expecting what you expect to never happen. The way we do this is to have a formal meeting. In that meeting setting, each person should always have a voice. I don't care if you're a 2-person team or a 200-person organization. Every person should have the opportunity to raise a hand and speak. If you're a smaller organization, call it 30 or less, each person should be expected to speak. And what would they speak to? We've always had a culture of accountability. Each person in our organization defines the life they want to live, and they do that through a vision board. We then help coach them to re-engineer that vision board to define a dollar amount that would allow them to live and lead that lifestyle. And then we create KPIs, key performance indicators, around the work that agent would have to do to generate the revenue to live and lead the life. So every agent in the organization has a different goal as to the activities that they're going to do on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis to get a certain result. So for example, in Omaha, Nebraska, an agent needs to sell around 24 houses to be able to make $100,000 a year. So we know specifically how many calls they'd need to make to get a certain number of contacts, to get a certain number of appointments, to get a certain number of executed contracts, which lead to a sale. So for example, if I know it takes 100 calls to sell one house and my goal is to sell 24 houses, then I would just take 24 times 100, which is 2,400. That would be my call goal. And I would say, okay, in 2,400 calls in a year, I'm going to break that over 50 weeks. So I'd take 2,400, divide it over 50 weeks. I don't have a calculator in front of me, but that would then give me my weekly call goal. Let's pretend like that call goal is 100 call attempts. Every week in our company meeting, and this is solidified in our company culture, each agent is prepared to stand up and say, this week, my call goal was 100. I made X amount of calls. I contacted Y amount of people. I went on X amount of appointments. I executed Y amount of contracts, and I spent X hours making prospecting calls this week. And the whole organization gets to listen and hold them accountable as a group. We obviously also have a success manager that meets with each agent one-on-one every week to solidify that conversation and to track more than just the call attempts, to look at what types of activities that agent has implemented in that week, what they could have done better the week previous, and then setting new goals for the following week to keep up with whatever their KPIs are specific to what their income goal is. But ultimately, every team, every brokerage that we've coached, that we've consulted, and that we've masterminded with has a weekly meeting where everybody comes together for that accountability conversation. Also, every organization that we see that performs at a high level is insanely invested in training. Either the team leader is providing a training solution or they're seeking the best trainers in the country. Obviously, I represent Elite Real Estate Systems. We pride ourselves on the best team leader coaching and the best agent coaching in the country. Our training product is $1,000 a month, which gives you one seat in the team leader calls every week. And it gives you unlimited seats for your agents in our agent calls. Their topicals on Monday and then their dialogue training on Wednesdays. And your agents can have unlimited access to Mondays and Wednesdays. And that's 30 minutes of content, 30 minutes of Q&A. So for more information about team leader training and agent training, you can go to growwithers.com. You can also request a demo call with our director of growth, Logan Boyce. So training is going to be essential. if you've set an expectation that an agent is supposed to do X, Y, or Z, you have to hold them accountable to doing X, Y, Z, and you also have to help train them to do X, Y, Z better. Your company has to be a solution to help that agent inside your organization make more money in less time with less energy. And if you can continually do that year after year, you will retain all of your top talent. Next is going to be events. Great book out there. Michael Mayer wrote The 7 Levels of Communication. He shared with me privately that book was written and he really wanted to hone in and focus on events. I think he wrote another book specific to just hosting events, but he talks about how you go from good, better, and best in terms of how you communicate with someone. Obviously, an email blast that goes out to someone that doesn't know you would probably be the lowest form of communication, whereas sitting face to face with someone in their home would probably be the best form of communication if your intentionality around that communication is to get that person to work with you to buy, sell, or refer business. And so when you think about company culture, you think about what can your company do to get in front of clients. Of course, we do email. We do drip emails. We do automatic text sequences. We call them smart drips, smart texting. We do IVR voicemail broadcasts where you drop voicemails with the option of a person talking to a real person on the other side. We send out mailers. We've door knocked. We've hosted open houses. I mean, there's infinite ways to connect with clients, connect with past clients, and create new clients. But one thing we've done strategically as a company that's helped enforce our company culture is we've been very strategic about events. And we host 3 types of events every month. It's our intention once a month to host an event. And every quarter, we cycle through 3 different strategies. One month, we focus on hosting an event that's just for our agents and staff. That could be a mastermind event. That could be a company lunch where we cook up burgers and dogs. That could be a movie night, whatever the case might be, but we'll have an event specific to just the people that work at the organization. The second month, we'll have an event with everyone in our world that works in our organization plus a plus one. That can be a significant other. That could be a father, friend, daughter. There's not really any rule. It's just a plus one. And then the third type of event, we just call it everyone. So it's past clients, current clients, future clients, all of our recruits, friends, family. And that would be like we do a tailgate once a year in the fall to watch college football. And we'll host an event in our parking lot, at the office. Anyone and everyone's going to be invited. Everyone wants to work with people who they know, like, and trust. The only way you can come to know, like, trust your clients and the people you work with and their significant others is to spend time with them. That's how you get to know someone and hopefully like them and trust them. And the more that we have our people together in team meetings and at events, obviously those bonds become even stronger. So we've talked about hosting a meeting every week, one-on-one, as well as in a group setting. We've talked about events. Next, I'm going to say systems and strategies. So we've been big on always focusing on culture, lead gen, lead accountability, or lead conversion, and then the systems and strategies that we use to help our agents perform at the highest level. Making sure that you have clear and concise systems and processes in place to help your agent, again, make more money, less time, less energy, is going to be imperative to helping your business grow and have the strongest culture possible. At ERS, we train on the top systems and strategies in the country, ones that are true and that have been tried out and proven, that are working with lots of top teams, lots of top brokerages. And we would love for you guys to take a look at the Team Leader coaching product that we make available to you, where we dive deep into all of these different systems and strategies to help your company grow and scale, even in this challenging market that we're in right now with low inventory and high interest rates. We know it's imperative that you have a culture to retain. We know it's imperative that you have a culture to attract. And it's important to us that we can play a role in helping you build and scale your company culture so that you can realize your dreams and that we can help be a solution to that. If you would like more information on building and scaling company culture, team training, agent training, and how to partner in all of the other verticals that run parallel to the real estate transaction, including mortgage, title, insurance, property management, and investing, please go out to growwithers.com and you can learn more there. You can also click on the notes in the show notes. Thank you guys for following this episode and look forward to having you in all of our future podcast episodes. Have a great day.